got to begin to become really engaged and figure out our organizational challenges, our network challenges, and become comfortable with the technology.
The industry is concerned over the next 6 years. There's continued turbulence ahead.
If we keep hanging around for the compelling use cases, then someone else is just going to eat our lunch.
We have to change. So everything we talked about here are enablers. So whether we do it or somebody else does it, it's going to happen.
This event is all about operators, how can operators have profitable, long-term, sustainable strategies. And I believe that virtualization has a key role in helping operators to achieve that goal.
The title of the session is 5G, Why It Matters and Why Now.
While we get a chance to talk with customers regularly, this is a very unique form to pull many of them together at the same time, all oriented around the same cause.
Quite interesting to have all of these different leaders across different industries and different companies all together.
So we have here everyone from application providers to wireless providers to terrestrial. It's refreshing to hear the other companies seeing some of the same challenges that we see.
Being able to be exposed to larger operators and different technologies and a breadth of service providers, and it's been a very beneficial experience for me thus far.
Just this last year, we've more than doubled the number of virtualized elements we have. Now we're at 42, 45 if you count our proof of concept. And as we go in by the end of 2015, this time next year, we expect to double it once more. So very aggressive investment strategy on our part.
And when I was talking to Steve about this event back in July, I asked the same question that I'm sure many of you did as well, of why Iceland? And why in December? He said, because I've been there once and it was life transformational. And we really look at transformation as taking place in 3 different ways. We think that the industry is going to be able to transform the experiences that are delivered, actually make them more immersive, keep the customer longer, reduce churn, provide even more value through those different services. We think there also is going to be transformation in the business as a whole, not just on business models, but starting to get into new types of services, actually, so you can build up additional revenue streams. And then lastly, to transform the architecture as a whole. And we've already talked about a number of those things right now.
We work with our service providers, customers in terms of trying to find new business models, new outcomes that they can deliver.
Right.
And a lot of times that data or that one additional connected point is actually has an incredible amount of value that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise just looking at it in isolation.
Being able to work with the providers around the globe that are willing to push the edge and to find ways of growth and ways that they can capture all the opportunity and the value that they have within their own networks. And that's something that's quite motivating for us. People say that they ask whether or not the time is right, or has the time passed for service providers. While there are going to be some cynics out there, at Cisco we believe we want to do all that we can to help service providers be successful, so that this is not a countdown clock to the industry, but rather a stopwatch as the industry races forward.